Hi guys, welcome back. Hopefully this is now the first video, or the second half of the first video of unseen footage on this new channel. If you go onto the Rusty Road Greasy Gold, which is my other channel, you'll see in detail what I've been doing on this canoe. So if you're new to this channel and you want a glimpse of what's happening and why, other than the intro that I put in the other day, then there's quite detailed information on this particular canoe and the kayak, the plastic orca kayak that I have as well, and the reasons behind it. Anyway, today I'm still waiting for deliveries, but I've made essentially a plug, a mould, whatever you want to call it, and I've put loads of tin foil around the wood because we're not using wood, because this on its own is actually quite heavy, and when you add up all of this weight it gets ridiculous. I'll be peeling that off. It's in its gel state at the moment. What that means is it's very flexible and can be easily creased and lose its shape. So I'm just waiting for this to fully cure up. I did this about half hour ago. Made a cardboard template out of several pieces of cardboard to get the shape that I was after. There it is, and that is going to be going in where that seam is, where I chopped it there. One bulkhead, not a bad bloody fit either. Little tiny bit of an alteration, not an issue. It's there. So what I'm waiting for at the moment is that tape for that resin to dry, which is on that side, and it's only attached to the wall at the moment. There's a piece of wood wedging the sides out. So that should be good. Once that's gone hard, we'll take the tape off on this side and we'll do the whole of this side all the way around, and that should be all I need to do. Now you're probably thinking, water will be getting in here, how am I going to get rid of it? I don't know, I haven't really thought that far forward yet. Okay, so that bulkhead is now fully sealed up. No water can pass that I am aware of. So it's nice and solid. It's added some strength to the side as well, which I'm happy about. Yeah. Okay, new day. I was hoping that the seat would turn up and I can get the seat base cut and glass fibered into position, but I don't think that's going to happen. We've got builders out the front putting new footpaths in, so I don't know. I don't think they can get past the front door, the front driveway. But anyway, the other thing I could probably get away with doing today is well, I came out this morning saying how I can't do anything and that I'm going to start the outboard transom modification, but we don't need to because my deliveries are coming soon today, so I'll be able to put the seat base in. I'll be able to cut a circle out here for a holder, and I've got the other one that I ordered unintentionally from China, which can go in here, which will give me access to the back half of all of that. Once those holes have been cut and I'm ready to lay everything in place, that means then we can then seal this down, we can then seal all of that down. However, my bits and bobs have come in. There's the seat. It's actually a fishing kayak seat. I was aware of that when I bought it. That's got to sit on a platform, and eventually that will get shaped with various straps. So you've got your backrest straps there, these are your side rests. And I want those side rest ones on the inside, and I want the backs on the outside here somewhere, but I don't know exactly where. But I have made a mould out of polystyrene. Made an awful mess, but I'm going to tape that all up, and I've done it out of that because it's light. So I shall chuck a couple of pieces. I'm not going to go over the top with fiberglass on that. I'm probably going to glass it up on the chair. You know, loose as you see it, and then I'll glass it in after. Okay, so I've done some racing around today. I've got myself some stainless clips for that seat. Just got to get some screws, tools at the station. I didn't want to buy the marina stuff. The bloke at the counter was moody old Mardy bugger, so I just got me stuff and went. Anyway, that's the seat now covered in GRP, and if you're wondering what that green is all about, isn't that a lovely green? That is hammerite. But that is hammerite that I mixed with the resin while it was wet. So what you do is you put the resin in, put your catalyst in, you mix it all together, and then you put probably about an half teaspoon of paint in with it. You shouldn't do it, I'm not recommending it, but it's great fun. And then you mix that all in, let it go gloopy because it will fizz, and then just paint it on and it will self-level, and it is quite tough old stuff. I mean, it's shiny, it takes a while to dry, it does leave a sticky residue for a little while after, but it does eventually cure fully. Unfortunately the surface is not so great because I used tape, and when I glassed over it, the tape glue gave out and then it started to wobble around everywhere and I just couldn't get it smooth. So in the end I just thought, well, it's the seat, it's going to be hidden anyway, most of this, so all I've got to do now is seal it down. But I want to put 6 blobs of polyurethane, one there, one there, one there, one there, one there, one there, or whatever, and that's just so as the seat cover that goes over the top grips so it don't slide about too much. And then the stainless hooks that I've got, okay, well, I've got the back ones in. I mean, that's worked out really well. I went to put the front ones in to get that to arc around a bit, and as soon as I did that, this happened. The whole base is, you would have thought they would have included something, wouldn't you? So what I'm going to have to do is, I don't want to trip down Fox's Marina again, and I found one of the guys down there a bit rude anyway. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut, where is it, a piece of this aluminium up here, and I'm going to try and put a slit in there, and then I'll sew this Velcro which came off our old sofa that's in the front garden. I'll sew that way around through the slit and then stitch this together as best as possible so it's like that on both sides, and then that one will get sewn that way on there, but with the 2 pieces flapping. And the point of that is I can then put 1 piece of Velcro underneath that one and then another bit over the top, and I get double the hold. And the aluminium will get glued and screwed. You see, there's nothing here to hold it, so I don't want to glass that in case I have to remove it. So I think the best thing I can do with that is literally just put it across there with some black sealant, although it isn't the most level. I didn't think I was going to have to be doing any of this, you see. So if I really blob it up, put it down, and then tomorrow when it's dried I can cut out the excess, and then we'll just run some screws in it for the time being, at least to hold it. I think it'll be fine. I think what with the sealant and the screws, it should have enough grip, and then we can stitch onto that, pull it. It's going to take all night to dry, maybe even half of tomorrow, so whether I'll get this video uploaded today I really couldn't say. Okay, there you go, stitched it up, glassed it in, stitched that one on. I don't understand why they never did this in the first place, to be honest. I mean, the build quality is okay. I was quite impressed with it at first until I discovered that all the straps have been put on incorrectly. And that kind of disappointed me a little bit, you know. These two, someone's sewn them in upside down, a dozy. So there's no getting out of that one. I'd have to cut all the stitching and I'd have to re-stitch it, and I don't like sewing anyway, so it's going to have to stay like it until it irritates me. It won't take long. So yeah, that seat base should stay where it is, and I just got to get some sealant now and put blobs of sealant around to act as grippers. Okay, it's in. That's quite weird really, because when you put these straps on, it pulls this right back. so I've got that on there now, so I'm happy with that. But when you push down on the back, it slides that forward. So we definitely need to put some blobs of polyurethane on that, not to attach this permanently, but enough to make this not do that, basically. So everything's temporary at the moment. I've got a little bit of space to put stuff behind as well, so I'm pleased about that. And the more you lean on it, the more it wraps around you. It's adjustable. Don't know what they're for though. They never sent any straps for that, so I don't know what that's all about. And obviously, if I want to pack it away, I just unclip it and pack it away. Another job done. Right. I don't have many left now. I might cut that out today. And then I think we'll call it a day on the video, because there's nothing more I can do. Right, well, it's Monday. Yeah, there's not a lot I can do now because we've had some problems. So what I did, we can't finish this anytime soon at the moment. It needs a little bit more money poured into it, and I need to get this video kicking off. However, Saturday I randomly looked at the MOT because I knew this MOT on this thing was due, and suddenly discovered that I am literally a week and a half away before the MOT expires. Oh yeah. When it went for its last MOT, he said there was a hole in the chassis that needed welding up. Well, I've spoken about that, haven't I? That hole is not here anymore, it's gone. Because the whole bloody plate has literally fell out. So the cross members are rotten. But the rest of the chassis, I don't care if you don't believe me, I'm telling you, that the rest of that chassis is in good condition. It's just flaky. And pickups suffer with this. And I was sort of tearing everything off today, and I thought, do you know what? I think the easiest way to repair this is not put new plates underneath, but to actually cut the cross members completely out and just throw them away and make up some tubes. So 2 heavy tubes running each side, and then weld in some steel plate stitched in. I think we'll be fine for that, and do it on both of them, especially this one, because we've got to get the exhaust under. I mean, look at that, rotted, gone, there's nothing left of it. So we've got to take this off. That's rotted. Before it takes the rest of the exhaust out, we need to get rid of that. We need to weld that bracket back on. We need to cut these out and put some new ones in, which we're going to make ourselves. And then I've got to address, and this is the worst of it, and I'm having a bit of a hard time thinking what to do, what's best to do. I've got some thinking to do, but before that happens, I've got to repair these. In the meanwhile, the canoe's not getting done. So we're going to make that a long-term project, because... So, riddles from the river. What we're going to do next is we're going to clean this thing up. We're going to power wash it all back, polish it as best as possible, and when I can get some money, we're going to put some new elastics in place, and then I've got to get a splash skirt made for it, and then we're going to use it. As soon as the truck's fixed, both canoes are going in the water. I shall put them both on the roof rack, and I'll go down to Claydon where there's a slip, and I'll put them in down there and give it a go and see what they're like. I still haven't found a decent survival suit, even though the weather is nice and warm at the moment. The water is freezing. At 55, that's a heart attack waiting to happen if I fall in, and I'm an amateur at this. I'm going to fall in. We all know this, okay? None of us are delusional about it. So I'm just waiting for the weather to get a tiny bit better, unless a survival suit or even a loaner one comes my way. I have something I can use, but it's so puffy on me in this hot weather, I'm going to sweat like crazy. What I need is like an overall, a waterproof overall is what I need. So if I do fall in, I will stay reasonably dry. The warmth will be gained from whatever clothes I wear underneath it. At the moment I can't find one. I just can't find one. So that's kind of where we are at the moment. So yeah, I think we'll call this video for the riddles from the river, and we'll move over to the truck repair, due an MOT next week. We're going to be here a while.
Yeah. It's not fair, is it? Not fair. You're such a young boy. People wouldn't be doing this for me, they'd be doing it for you.
I know. Life is cruel. Yeah, don't bite me, you little shitbag. So there you go. As I say, thank you for your likes and your shares, and I'll see you on the next edition whenever that comes, and that will be soon, I hope. See you later.